Hello guys, welcome back to the next lecture of advanced DSA, and we are in process of learning your pattern based program. So before we start the next lesson, I want to just walk you through our website www.bigdataatra.com. You can just go and purchase our Big Data and Apache Spark Mastery course. All the skills which you need to become data engineer 2026, you can just purchase 3,999. That's it. Then I have another course, Python for data engineers, which is just 899. And moreover, if you are purchasing this big data course, Python and advanced DSA are included in this. Okay, so do check out our courses if you are liking our initiative, right? We want to just spread the knowledge at the bare minimum cost. Do follow us on Insta. We are just posting daily reels. You can learn here as well. This is our YouTube. You can subscribe our YouTube channel as well. Okay, then let's straight jump to the topic without wasting much time. In the last lecture, we started with pattern based program and we saw 6 pattern based program: square pattern, right angle triangle pattern, this, right? And then we saw a right angle triangle number based, same number based, reverse right angle triangle, reverse right angle triangle number based. And we saw these rules. The very first loop which we apply, ith loop, is for the number of rows. The second loop is for the number of columns, right? Third loop is for, sorry, not third loop. Third step is to find the symmetry between column and the rows. Fourth is to print the pattern which you want to print inside the jth loop. Okay, now if you have not gone through my last video, I would request you to watch that first and then continue with this. Now, this is my triangle pattern. This is my triangle pattern. How many rows I have in this? How many rows I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 rows. So I can simply write for I in range 5. So if range is 5, I will run for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is very simple. We have learned this a lot. We know. Now let's talk about the number of columns. Let's talk about the number of columns, guys. When I is 0, how many columns I need? I need 1 column. When I is 1, I need how many columns? And the stars, you can say 3. When I am saying number of columns, I mean the number of stars which I need to print. When I is 2, right? How many? It is 5. When I is 3, how many? It is 7. When I is 4, it is 9. So do you see a pattern? For 0th row, 1 star or 1 column. For 1, 3. For 2, 5. 3, 7. 4, 9. This is my I, right? The row number. So do you see a pattern? Can I write formula? The number of columns is, or the number of stars which I need to print, is equivalent to 2 multiplied by I plus 1. Do you agree with this or not? When I is 0, so 2 into 0 plus 1, which will be 1. That's correct. When I is 0, right? When I is 1, 2 into 1 plus 1, which is 3. When I is 2, 2 into 2 plus 1, it is 5. So I have cracked the pattern. I have cracked the pattern for my jth loop. So it will run till 2i plus 1 and then it will print what? Stars. Correct? So let me just write here for j in range 2i plus 1. Correct? Let me just erase this. Now, if I have run till this point, what I need to print, I know. I just need to print star and end with your blank space. And then after every I loop, I need to print a new line character. And this we have already seen. Again, I'm saying if you are not aware why we are writing just print, refer to my last video. But this is not a complete program. We'll see what is the thing which we are missing in this. But before that, let me just straight go to this and let me clear all these things. So I'm making this video again because of some background noise in my first take. So I'm recording it again. That's why you see it. Okay. So yeah, I need to print this. Let me make just another row. I need 1, 2, I need 9 stars, right? I need 9 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, something like this. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Yes, this is the pattern, guys. So what I will do, n is 5. So for I in range, number of rows n. For j in range, we have already seen what's the formula, 2i plus 1. And then what I need to print star end with blank space, and after every I loop I need to print a new line. But this is not a complete program. Let me run this, you yourself will see. Okay, I am getting the number of stars as expected, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. But am I getting this pattern? No, right? Why? Because I need to print spaces as well. Now look at the spaces, right? I need to, this is for the character. This is for the character. And what is the character? Which is star here, right? This loop is for character. But am I getting the exact triangle pattern? No, because I need to print some spaces as well, right? Let's go to this again. I need to print spaces as well. Do you see here? Space, 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 right? And then I have another space, 4 space for the very first row, I'm saying, and then star, then 4 spaces after star, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spaces before star, 4 spaces after star for the very first row. For the very first row, when I is 0, how many spaces I need? I need 4 spaces before star and 4 spaces after star. Okay, let me just erase this. Let's look for second row. When I is 1, how many space I need? 1, 2, 3. 3 before star and 3 space before star, 3 spaces after star. So when I is 1, I need spaces 3 plus 3. Are you getting it or not? Are you getting it or not? Let me just do it. We are identifying a pattern here. So when I is 2, I am printing 2 space. So when I is 2, how many spaces I need? 2 plus 2. 2 before star, 2 after star. Now when I is 3, 1 and 1. When I is 3, space is equal to 1 before star and 1 after star. When I is 4, I need 0 spaces, right? So can you identify a pattern? Can you identify a pattern here? Do you? And what is my total number of rows? What is my n? When I will write here the value of n, everything will be clear. N is 5, 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 n is 5. Total number of rows is 5. For the very first row, how many spaces? 4 spaces. So when n is 5, for first row, how many spaces? 3 spaces. Try to identify the number of spaces using the values of n and I. N is constant, my 5 total number of rows. I is changing for every loop. So can I write number of spaces before star and after star for the very first row is equivalent to n minus I plus 1. Can I write this? You yourself see. For the very first row, n is 5. I is 0 plus 1. 5 minus 1, 4 spaces. For second row, when I is 1, 5 minus 1 plus 1 for this, which will give me 5 minus 2, 3. For second row, when I is 2, n minus I plus 1, 2 plus 1. 5 minus 3, 2. And so on. Have I cracked the pattern? Yes, I have. So let's go to PyCharm and write. I need to print spaces before the character and I need to print the spaces after the character as well. So I need two spaces loop here before the pattern and after the pattern. Now what I can write for j in range, what is that which we talked about? N minus I plus 1. So identifying pattern is very, very important, guys. The basically the pattern or the synergy between total rows, the current row number and the column number. You will have to be very, very, very well aware about all these things. Then I need to print space ending with space, right? And I need to do the same. Let me just run this. You will see what I get. Let me just run this. Okay. I am getting this. I am getting this. But I am getting only the space before the character, not after the character. Do you see? No space after the character. But I need space after the character as well, right? So I will take this and I will use this again after the character. Now you will see the correct, sorry. Let me just write it only for n minus I plus 1. Don't mug up, guys. Try to calculate formula, use maths and then write. Okay. Now let me run this. You will see the exact pattern. Yes. Am I getting space? See, I am getting the space as well. Now, see, right? I am getting space. So this is the exact pattern which we talked about. So do you see? We printed the character first using 2i plus 1 formula. Then we identified the correlation between end I and the number of space, right? Like this. And then we printed the space as well. And then with this, we got our pattern, right? So this is our nothing but pattern number 7, which is our triangle pattern. Now we will print the next pattern. Now we will print the next pattern. And what is that? Let me just go to this. This is again same. This is my reverse triangle. Try to think before you proceed. Try to think and then I will come up with the solution. Take a pause, take a moment, try to think. Now pattern 8. This pattern we need to print. Now let's talk about this. How many rows I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no doubt about it. I will write for I in range 5. Now space I need, right? I need space here, space here, space, 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 and so on, right? So let's first talk about space, right? To calculate number of space in this, it's very straightforward, very, very straightforward. Let's see why I say it. When I is 0, how many space I need? You yourself tell me. 0 space. When I is 1, I need I space here at this point and I space here. So space will be 1 before stars, 1 after stars, 1 space. When I is 2, I need 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 spaces, right? Space is equal to 2. So what do I see with this pattern? The space is nothing, but it is equal to the I value, the row number, right? Let's see again. When I is 3, how many space? 1, 2, 3, and then stars, then 1, 2, 3, after stars, space is 3. So can I write for spaces for j in range and how many times I need to run or how many spaces I need to print equivalent to the row number, which is my I. So for j in range I, what I will do, I will just simply print one space and end with my blank space. And similarly, I will have to do it after the character as well. Right? Print and save. So spaces are sorted before and after stars. Right? Now I need to talk about the number of stars. The number of stars. So can you tell me the number of stars or the formula for number of stars? Let's see. For the number of stars, we need to consider the total row number or n here. N is 5. That is total. How many stars for the first row? Now we are talking about stars. 9 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the first row, stars is 7. For the second row, stars is 5. For the fourth row, stars is 3. For the last row, stars is 1. So what is the formula of star? Can you guys think? Can you guys think? It's in the front of you. See the value of n, see the value of I, and then try to compute a formula for the stars. No worries, I am here. So stars is equivalent to 2 into n minus 2 into I plus 1. Do you agree? Do you agree with this formula? No? Then let me just explain why I have written this. When n is 5, n will always be 5 and I is 0. So stars is 2 into n, 2 into 5 minus 2 into 0 plus 1, which is 10 minus 1, 9, which is this. Correct. Then when I is 1, 2 into 5, 10 minus 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 10 minus 3, 7, which is this. When I is 2, 2 into n, 2 into 5 minus 2 into 2 plus 1, which is 10 minus 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So when I is 2, stars is 5. So that's it. Let me just go to the pie chart and let me just print this pattern 8. Let me just take n5 for I in range, the number of rows, which is n. Now I will print spaces. For spaces, you need know, guys, what I need to do. For for j in range, what was that? It is equivalent to the row number, right? For 0th row, 0 space. For 1 row, 1 space, and so on. So I will print a space and end with this. And also, I will print same space after the character as well. So let me just copy it and just paste it here. Okay, the indentation is not correct. Now it is correct. So spaces are sorted before and after stars. Now I need to print stars. So what I will do, and for stars we have already seen the formula. For j in range, 2 into n minus 2 into I plus 1. And what I need to print? I need to print a star with end as blank space. By default, end is a new line. Okay, so space is done, then stars are done, then after the stars, space is done. Now what I need to do, guys, I need to print a new line. That's it. So this is my whole program to print reverse triangle. Let me just go ahead and print it. Woohoo. This is the pattern. Pattern 8 is done. Pattern 8 is done. Let me just close it. Let me just comment this pattern 8. Let me just go to my OneNote. Pattern 7, pattern 8 is done. Now pattern 9. Pattern 9 is pattern 7 plus pattern 8. Why do I say this? See, pattern 8 we just did. This is my pattern 8 reverse triangle, which we just did. Correct? This. And pattern 7, which we just did before the reverse one. This is my pattern 7. So can I write the code of pattern 7 and then code of pattern 8 to print this pattern 9? Can I write this? Yes, I can. Pattern right is pretty simple. No need to explain it explicitly. So this is my pattern 9 in front of you. To print this, I will first print the first triangle till this and then second triangle till this. Let me just go ahead and copy my pattern 7, command C, command V. Let me just uncomment this. Let me just run it. What will happen? I will get the first half of the triangle. Now to print the second half of the triangle, what is that? I need to run it for pattern 8, which is my reverse triangle. Okay, let me just copy and paste my this pattern 8, uncomment. So can I write pattern 9 is equivalent to pattern 7 plus 8. Now this is the piece of code for pattern 7. This is the piece of code for pattern 8. I have combined. Let me just run and see the magic. Yes, I have got pattern 9. So pretty straightforward. Pattern 10 now. What is my pattern 10? Pattern 10 is pretty interesting, but the same which we discussed. You can see the right angle triangle and then reverse right angle triangle. This. So do give it a shot before I explain. This is our right angle triangle till this part. Till this part we know how to print, right? Let's just write code of it. How many number of rows I have? 5. We have already done it. So I will just write for I in range and it will be 5, correct? And then I will start the J loop, and J loop for every row how many columns I need, which is equivalent to I plus 1. Why I plus 1? When I is 0, I need 1. When I is this 2, sorry 1, then here it will be range of 2. So it will run for 0 or 1. That is 2 columns. So we have already seen it. I'm not explaining much. So I will just print a star and with the space and will print new line. So this part is done. This first part is done. Now do you see here? I have 4 more rows. I have 4 more rows and it is in the reverse direction. It is in the reverse direction. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be, so I will have to start from the 4th row, then 3rd, then 2, then 1, like in the reverse order. So I will print in the reverse order. So what I will write for I in range, how many times I have to run? How many times I have to run? I have to run it 4 times, right? So it will be n minus 1, or you can say 4. It will start from 4. It will end till, it will run till 1, right? And it will be minus 1, not till 1. End is always exclusive. So it will run till 0. So it will run for 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 times. For 0th, as it is exclusive, it will stop. So for I in range, this rows are sorted and columns. For columns, how many columns I need? When I will be 4, I need 4 stars. When I is 3, here I will be 4, right? For I in range 4 is 0. So I need 4 stars. So J will be equivalent to the I, the value of I. For when I is 4, I will have to run J 4 times to print 4 stars. So I will print this star, end with blank and then empty space. I hope it is pretty clear. Let's just go to PyCharm and run it. I will make sure you understand it in great depth. So let me just come here and let's print this. Let's print this. The very first part of the pattern 10. The very first part of the pattern 10. For I in range n, let's assume user has given n as 5. So till this point I am printing first. So what is it? For j in range, I plus 1. For 0th row, I need to run it 1 times. For first row, I need to run 2 times. That's why I plus 1. And what I need to print? I need to print star, end with blank space and a new line after every row. let me run this. What I get, I have got the first part, guys. I have got this. I have got this. Sorry, I have got this, the very first part. Now the bottom 4 or the bottom part, the symmetry. Now we need to print the symmetry. So for symmetry, I need to run it from n minus 1. If n is 5, so I need to start from 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the backward order till my 1 till 0, so that it runs till 1. And for j will be equivalent to the value of I. For when I will be 4, for the very first time, I need to print 4 stars. So that's it. Let me just print star and let's end with a loop and new line. Okay, so I have got the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 4 in the reverse order. So I hope it is pretty simple pattern. It's just that we have to keep in mind that I am basically creating a reverse loop for the bottom 4. Okay, or bottom will depend whether it is bottom 4, 3. When I will change n to 6, so it will be bottom 5. See, top 6 will be same like this. This is our top 6 and this is our bottom 5. For bottom 5, this we have written, the reverse loop. Okay, so I hope this pattern is clear and this pattern is pretty straightforward. Pattern 10 is done. Okay, now moving on to pattern 11. What is pattern 11? This is our pattern 11. Again, do you see this is nothing but a right angle triangle only? But here the important thing is not it is right angle triangle. Here important thing is how do we print the numbers? Important thing is how do we print the numbers, right? Okay, so let's see it in a great depth. This is very important and this was asked by, if I am not wrong, by one of the very top companies, Paytm or Microsoft, if I am not wrong. By one of my students told me. Anyways, let's just go. How many rows I have? 1, the very first step, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many columns I need, right? How many columns I need? For row 1 I need 1, for row 2 I need column 2. So columns are equivalent to the row number. This we have seen, right? So but how to print? This is an important catch here. So if I will write just like this for I in range 5, then it will start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, this. Now j is equivalent to I plus 1. J is equivalent to I plus 1, right? This you know. So when I is 0, here j is range of 1, so j is also 0, but I need to print 1. Right? I need to print 1. So can I write something like this? Or let's take another example of another loop. When I will be 1, j will be range of 2, so the j will run for 0 and 1. So j will be 0 and I need to print what? 0, and here I need to print 1. And when I is 1, j is 1, I need to print what? This 1. I need to print 1. Do you see some pattern? Do you see some pattern? If not, then let me just go for another loop. This is my first loop. This is my loop 2. Let's see another loop. When I is 3, j will be 0, j will be 1, j will be 2. These three value when I is 3. So when I is 3, j is 0. What I am printing? When I is 3, j is 0, I am printing 1. When j is 1, I is 3, then I am printing what? 0. Here I is 3, I is 3, I is 3. Then for this, I am printing 1. So this is nothing but I plus j. And we are doing a modulus operation. modulus operation, but I need 1, so I will write something like this: I plus j plus 1 modulus 2. Let's see. I is 0, j is 0. For this case, 0 plus 1 mod 2. So 1 mod 2 will give me 1. Right? Simple. So I have got this. When I is 1, j is 0. So it will be 1 plus 0 plus 1 mod 2. 2 mod 2, which is equivalent to 0. So something like this I have to write. Let's see. Firstly, before that, shall I explain you about modulus? It's just that the remainder. It's just that the remainder. For example, if I do print, let's consider I is 0, and when j is 0, I am printing I plus j plus 1 mod 2. This. So what it will do, 0 plus 1, 1 mod 2, it will print your 1. Okay, and this is what I wanted, see the pattern, guys. Oh, okay, let me just write the pattern here so that I don't have to go to my note again and again. So what is the pattern 11? Pattern 11 is 1 and then 1 0 1 1 0 1, right? 1 0 1 1 0 1, and after that I should have 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, this is the pattern. So when I is 0, j is 0, I am talking about this. So I need to print 1? Yes. So 1 will come here. Now when I is 1, when j is 0, I am talking about this. So I need 0 here. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 2 mod 2, it will be 0. Because I don't have anything in the remainder. This will give me a remainder. 3 mod 2, 3 divided by 2 will give me remainder of 1. Right? So similarly, when I is 1, j is 1, so 3 mod 2, I will get 1. So this is what we need to implement. So this is some important thing which you need to know. And let me just write piece of code, very simple, right? So what I will write to do this, for I in range, and I need to run loop till n. For j in range, I need to run till I plus 1, right? And what I need to print, guys, I need to print I plus j plus 1, and I will put this in a bracket, and then I will apply modulus of 2, ending with blank space, and after this a new line. That's it. Very simple. Pattern 11. I hope this is clear. I will make n as 5. Let's just print this. I have this 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. I hope this pattern is clear. Very straightforward. The only catch here is not the number of rows, not the number of columns, but what we need to print and how to get this combination of 1 0 1, which is using modulus operator, right? So pattern 11 is done and dusted. Okay, so now the last pattern 12. This is bit interesting. This is bit important pattern from interview point of view. So let's understand. Okay guys, so this is pattern 12. Very interesting, right? First right angle triangle, and then some spaces, and then right angle triangle again. Okay, so let's debug this. How many rows I need? 1 2 3 4, numbering 0 1 2 3, 4 rows. So I can simply write for rows for I in range n. This is my fixed. Step 1 is done. Step 2 is calculate the number of columns, and then calculate spaces, and then number of columns. First, let's start with this part. Only. Like, what I need, when I will be 0, here it is n is 4, so I will run for 0 1 2 3, right? So when I is 0, I will write for j in range. For j in range, what I need to print here, how many columns I need when I is 0. When I is 0, I need 1 column. When I is 1, I need 2 columns. So I can simply write I plus 1. I can simply write I plus 1. So that when I is 0, j will run for 0 time. That is 1 time. When I is 1, j will run for 0 and 1. And what I need to print here, I need to simply print j plus 1. Any confusion? This we have already seen, and a new line. Like till this part, if this part is clear, let me just go ahead and write this for pattern 12. For I in range and for j in range, I plus 1, and let me just do this as this, print j plus 1 and with blank space and a new line. Let's see. First part is done. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for every row, I need spaces 2. For every row, I need spaces 2. So this is my first character. Then I need spaces 2 for every row. So for spaces, what's the formula? Let's understand. What's the formula? Let's understand. Very, very important. When I is 0, n is my 4, I is 0. How many spaces I need for the very first row? I need 1, I need 2, I need 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 spaces. N4, I0, spaces 6. Next line. N is 4, I is 1, spaces. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at this. How many spaces do we need? We need 1 for this. We need 2. We need 3. We need 4. We need 4 spaces. When n is 4, I is 1, spaces is 4. Now when n is 4, I is 2. How many spaces? We need just 2 spaces. This and this. We need spaces 2. We will try to establish one formula for this. N is 4, I is 3, spaces is 0. 6, 4, 2, 0. Now, what's the formula for the number of spaces using n and I? Can you compute? So, spaces is 6, which is closer to 2n, right? 2 into n is 8. So, I will have to simply write 2 into n. This is for sure. Now, 2 into n is 8, which means it will run for 7 spaces, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I need to run till 6. So, what I need to do, I need to subtract. And what I need to subtract is 2 into I plus 1. This is the formula. Do you agree? Let's see. When n is 4, 2 into n, when this I is 0, 2 into 0 plus 1. So 2 into 1 and 8 minus 2 into 1, 6. So it will run till 5. It will run 6 times, 6 spaces, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is good. Now let's look at this. 2 into 4 minus 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 2, 8 minus 4, 4. So I will have 4 spaces. So this formula is fitting correctly for the number of spaces. So let me just print the number of spaces here. For j in range, what was that? 2 into n minus 2 into I plus 1. This is the number of spaces. Print space and this. Okay. Now the characters. Now again, we are done with this. We are done with the spaces. Now we need to print the reverse characters. Let's see. For every row, we are done with the first numbers and then spaces. Now we need to print this. What we are printing? When I is 0, j will be 0. We are printing j plus 1 here, right? When I will be 1, right? J is 2. So it means we need to run J from reverse. We need to run J from reverse. So let me just go ahead and write something like this. For J in range, and I will have to run it not from the value of I. It should start from I plus 1. That's why it will print 2 first, right? And till what point it should run? It should run till your 0. It means it will run till 1 and with a negative. Okay, what happened just? And it will run with negative index. And let me just print what? I need to print only J. Let me just run it. Let me just run it and see the pattern. First character and then next character, something like this. So what will happen? See what will happen. This is the code. Let me just run it and show you the output. Then we will debug it. We have got the correct output, but let me just again quickly explain what will happen. Okay. When n is 4, I will be first. For the very first iteration, I will be 0 here. J will be a range of 1. So J will run for 0th time, 1 time. So I am printing 0 plus 1. That is 1. So I am getting this character, this. I am able to get this piece, right? And then I need to print spaces. How many spaces I need to print? 6 spaces. So for that, this is the formula. So 2 into n, 8 minus 2 into 0 plus 1. That is 8 minus 2, 6. So 6 spaces. And then for next character should be 1. So I plus 1, that is 1. And then 0. So it will run 1 time and will print 1. Clear. When I is 1, J will be 2, right? Range of 2. 1 plus 1, 2. So J will run for 2 times, 0 and 1. 0 and 1. And what we are printing? J plus 1. So when J is 0, it will print 1. When J is 1, it will print 2. So for second row, we are done with this 1 and 2. So for second row, we are done with this. Yeah, because we are printing J plus 1. And then space, right? 2 into n, 8 minus 2 into 1 plus 1. That is 2 into 2, 4. So 8 minus 4, 4 spaces. 4 spaces I need for my second row. And then again, I am printing it in the reverse order. So I is 1. So 1 plus 1 for J in range 2 to 0. That J will run for 2 and 1. And I am printing J. So I am printing 2 and 1. See, I am printing 2 and 1. So this is how this code is working. And this was all about pattern number 12. Let me just hit run. You will get the pattern. I hope the confusion is clear. The very important catch in all the 6 patterns which we have seen in this video. First pattern, right? First pattern, when it was a triangle, we established the relationship, right? How to print spaces, right? Using n and I. How to print the characters using I. And then again for reverse, then this, right? So the important thing is how you compute the spaces, characters, numbers by using the value of n, I and j, right? So total number of rows, the row number and the column number. So for using all this, you have to come up with a formula like this, and then your pattern will be printed. These are some of the 6 important patterns. So total we have seen 12. We'll see 10 more in the next class. See you. Bye bye.